Thomas Pickering joins us now from Washington. He's the former U.S. ambassador to Israel and a distinguished fellow at the Brookings Institution. Ambassador Pickering, great to have you with us. Nice turn in the video there, I should say. Very nicely done. But explain to our viewers why you agreed to be part of this video with a bunch of celebrities talking about this deal.
Because, Aisha, I believe in the objective, and the objective is to do everything we can do to support getting this deal. Because the alternatives to this deal are all worse. There are only three reasons to be opposed to this deal. One has to do that you don't agree with the deal and you think you can do better. The second is your politics are against the president and you think you can do better. And the third is emotionally you distrust Iranians and you think you can do better. Nobody has provided the better yet. And what we have now got in the deal, in my view, is a solid basis for at least the next 15 years in avoiding the catastrophe of having an Iranian nuclear weapon in our midst. A few years ago, Israel wanted to go to war with Iran, and Israeli and American experts said that would set Iran back 2 years. You got 15 out of this deal, 15%, which you've got by going to war. Yeah. And if you went to war, you certainly would get an Iranian nuclear weapon. So the mathematics, the intelligence, the rationality is all on the right side. If we let American partisan politics determine how and in what way we deal with Iran's nuclear program, we are really off base.
Well, let me touch on this partisan nature of the selling of the deal, if you will. A number of people in Congress, significantly Republicans, of course, oppose the deal. Secretary Kerry has been on Capitol Hill, along with other top-ranking officials, trying to sell it to Congress. How do you think they've done? Have they changed any minds?
They may have. I am not a pollster, but they haven't changed my mind. And there's nothing they've said that gives me a sense that they can get a better deal. The American people ought to look hard reality in the face.
This video that you did, that you're part of, is really, you know, again, it's part of this back and forth in messaging to the American people, which is going to begin in earnest when Congress goes into recess.
I think it's already begun, Aisha.
Yeah, some people would say it's going to step up a little bit more, intensify.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you see here as the key to Americans, you know, really understanding what's at stake here? I know you've done your part with this video, but, you know, this is going to be one small part in a larger battle.
Well, I've done other things, too. But take a hard look at the deal. Decide whether, in fact, the deal gives you more benefits than other possible alternatives. Turning it down is the worst alternative because it means Iran is free to do anything it wants. And a few years ago, we and the Israelis were talking about going to war to prevent the Iranians from developing a nuclear weapon. My God, have we lost our senses? We've now earned 15 years of the best possible arrangement we can put in place. Is there any reason why we should be against this, except we don't like President Obama, or we don't like Democrats, or we don't like arms controllers, or we don't like Iran? But those aren't reasons. Those are prejudices. Those are emotions. Those are uncertainties. We have to fill the gap with rationality, with logic, and with reason.
You're a former U.S. ambassador to Israel. It is worth pointing out for our viewers, and as you're well aware, that Israel is opposed to this deal as well.
Not all of Israel. 200 members of the Israeli military and intelligence establishment signed a document 2 months ago saying this was a good deal and we should go for it. Prime Minister Netanyahu is against the deal, and he's been against the deal for some time, but he hasn't presented an alternative that certainly can compete with this deal. If he were to present an alternative, there would be good reason to believe him. But no is not an answer to a hard problem.
Ambassador Pickering, great to have you with us. For you
Thanks,
to share your
Aisha, very much.
Thank
Delighted
you.
to be with you.
Thank you.